Hello, welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Okay, last time we finally entered Baldur's Gate proper. We are right here in the something elf tavern of some description. I can't remember exactly where it is.
It's in the bag.
So let's head out. I think we've rested. Looks like it. Everybody's healed. Spells are all good. Yep. Right. And of course, I haven't actually paid any attention to what I was doing before this. Oh, but we do seem to have fully equipped ourselves on everything. Mostly. Yeah. Okay then.
Now what?
Now, just wondering whether we go to the Thieves Guild straight away or not. I'm just going to wander around,
Like ugly on an orc.
see what jumps out at me. Possibly quite literally. Yep, the Elf Song Tavern. And we'll just get the local geography up and running. Make sure that nobody with a name has been left out. And just sort out all the little barrels and things, which for a city of this size contain a surprising amount of leftover stuff. Gold rings, gold pieces and jewellery. You would never find such things around London or anywhere else in the world. Now you'll notice that the sewers have little steps on them. We can go down into the sewers. There is a fairly large sewer network in Baldur's Gate, and we will eventually have to go down there whether we want to or not. Excuse me. And they contain lots of nasty creatures. Most of which I have no interest in fighting right now. Why is my wizard not there? Okay, she is there.
If you're sure that's what you
Okay,
want.
I'm just going to open up the various different areas of Baldur's Gate I can get to. Forgot to do that initially. Quite annoying. That's what happens when you sort of... This isn't new by any means for me to explore, but it's always nice when you come in here
If you're sure that's what you want.
And look around for the first time in a playthrough. Even if it isn't you, it sometimes feels it. Alright, so let's head up here and go up. No. Open up the access to... Oh, goodness me, is it 5 o'clock and it's gone all dark. Okay, I think we will go into the Thieves Guild. There's not much at the minute that's time dependent. So we've now opened up 1, 2, 3 more areas. This top area here is very annoying as it's split by the central wall. So if you go up through this area, you'll get into this tiny little area, and if you go up all the way around, possibly through the main gate here, you'll end up on this side. And there are a few tricks about how to get to the area that you want to, depending on which area you come from, but I haven't fully figured out exactly the best ways to do that. I'll go up and uncover this bit now, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Could we have a moment of your time?
Could we have a moment of your time? What is it? First, let me introduce the two of us. I'm Merrick, and this is my companion, Lathander. I thought it would be nice for you to know our names, because if you don't take our advice, you'll be seeing more of us too. I know you've been taking an active interest in destroying the Iron Throne. Don't try to deny it. My companion and I are in the employ of the aforementioned throne. Yes, yawning so much today. Sorry. We thought it would be polite to give you one last warning. Stop interfering in our employer's business. You can decide to disregard this warning, but if you do, it'll be the last decision you ever make. See you later. Make all the threats you want. We are the ones with one foot in the grave. It's anybody stupid enough to get in our way who'll pay the piper. So he ran off super quick, which means he's got boots of haste, or some other such.
I'm on it like ugly on an orc.
Yeah, so that's like 45 gold pieces that we've just found laying around in boxes. So here's the other side of the wall. Nothing particularly interesting there. Yeah. So over 60 gold pieces now in a big city, just laying about in boxes. And there's a shop and the Merchants League counting house, which now is relatively important, but only for after we've gone up and got a certain quest up in Olgoth's Beard, up here. Okay, so we've explored. Well, actually, let's go into the shop.
Hello there. I'm on it like ugly on an
Yeah,
orc.
I've got no interest in realistically stealing from any of these shops, so we'll just
Welcome to my humble establishment.
have a look and see if they have anything of interest. Not really, though. You know, just large shields, some armor. Nothing of
I'm
great
on it like
import.
ugly on an orc.
I think I'll go to the Thieves Guild now. In this, it's very similar to Baldur's Gate 2, in that you have a Thieves Guild you can choose to work for. I got a Lucky Aloes shop first. Where's that? Here's this way. I slept well last night. I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
If you're sure that's what you want.
So he has some dodgy.
My prices
Stores.
are the best south of Waterdeep.
Hi folks, welcome to Lucky Aloes, where the prices are so low there's gotta be something wrong. Nobody sells it lower than me because nobody buys it cheaper. If you can find a price lower than mine this side of Kalasham, the item will probably kill you. Now, what can I get for you? So, you've got the cheapest goods around? Let's have a look. So, yeah. These are awful, awful fake things. Now, what is the potion? Now, potions of perception are real, but I think everything else is cursed or bad. Tempted to buy the quarterstaff, but I just don't think it's gonna work. But yeah.
If you're sure that's what you want.
Okay, let's go have a chat to these and Thieves Guild, and I think all of these doors pretty much all go to the Thieves Guild. This I think goes to a tavern in there. We'll go into the open door that the guy left. The password I believe is FNARD.
Hi, friend.
You there, what are you doing in this place? You better get out of here. Let's of course you know the password. Password? Why would I need a password? What in the nine hells are you talking about? Yeah, I know the password. Well, if you know the password, then spill it. It's FNARD. Bodhi is from Baldur's Gate 2. That's right, pal, you can go in now. Now, in a lot of these
If you're sure that's what you want.
Ooh, oil of speed. There are things, and there is a very nice shop. Come on. Oh yeah,
You're a queer fellow. This way.
check for traps around here. As I believe these things contain an awful lot. Do I have any oils of speed? I do. Here it has them all. Oils of speed are very handy for difficult fights, as they basically double your attacks and movement. Now there is a book in here as well. Well, not in this little area, but in the guild.
If you're sure that's what you want.
Which
What you want?
is something we will be looking very hard at.
I've done had enough of this.
There's another one of those magical tomes which increase our abilities, or characteristics rather.
You need something? If you're sure that's what you want.
I believe that is in a bin over here. I'll
Yep.
just get you down
I've
in
got
here.
No
and
eyes at daggers drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
Does he now? Ah, Alan Darkwalk. Relatively unimportant character. Black Lily. Now, there you are, book. Nope, too heavy. Let's get that over to you. Quickness of action. Dexterity raised by 1 point. How can I turn that down?
Now what?
So now I have a dexterity of 20. And that raises up my Thaco with bows. And I've got a Thaco of 1 now. Which is incredible, really. Nothing with an armor class of worse than 0 is going to be able to be missed by me. Which means that basically every shot's going to hit from now on. I believe
It's in the bag.
she has some nice items as well.
It'll be the darkest day you never seen before I don't have what you need.
For the right price anyway. What'll you need today? Remember, cash or hit the bricks. I extend no credit, especially to new recruits. So, she sells magical slings, magical bullets, ordinary bullets, magical everythings, basically. Cloak of Protection, Sling of Unerring Accuracy. Thaco +2. I think we're going to have to buy that. So, who gets that? I think you have to get that, and you've already got a +1 sling. Yep. So we'll sell that +1 sling back to you. Not for much, but enough. I'm tempted to buy a lot of +1 bullets and +2 bullets now, because A, I've got a ton of cash, and B, it's going to be required. Now, can anybody wear that? I don't want to buy it if nobody can wear it. Can you wear it? What have you got? You've got the Raylar's Mistake. Extra runes. No magic height. Ah, +1 magic armor. Okay, well.
So eyes and daggers drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
You now, I know you. You sneaksman ye be, though I canna see no need. Alatos need but look at home for to find a dab at thievery. Mayhaps we be testing your talent, for ye rank riders bungle the score. Ye up to me task?
I'll pass any test you said and then some. You'll not discredit me with your games.
We'll spy your talent soon enough, but ye need to keep an eye on this first night. I and Red Edge will command the taking. There might be a noble house aside the splurging sturgeon, guild to split thrice amongst, followed by a new mark if you please. Up to the deed?
Better way to drop the night I'll not think in this life. Me fellows, where do we linker for the deed?
There's the larcenous fire burning. We meet at dusk astride the sturgeon, and bring ye only yourselves in the dark. Your group will be nowt but get the watch nervous.
Okay, so that's just a mini quest, which is again not time dependent.
I care not. I am gone.
Ooh, that's handy. Nice. Got some magic bullets. Magic bullets are always handy, especially with the lack of them around.
If you're sure that's what you
So
want.
let's go talk to this guy. Alatos, Ravenscar Thweebold.
Welcome, my little friends. Please relax and keep your weapons at your sides.
No need for hostility. I simply must apologize for the manner of my thieves. I suppose a thieves' guild must keep a measure of malice about it, but it does tend to put a cloud over introductions. I am Alatos Thweebold, though I thank you not to mention that too often. You are Sarah Evenstar, of course. Be not surprised. There are very few people in Baldur's Gate I cannot name. You've been here only a few days, and have already made quite a stir. Have I? This is quite the honour, having... Your interest in me is flattering, though I question the intent. Oh, I don't intend to flatter, merely to assure you that you have been watched since you entered the city. As for my intent, I do have a proposition for your group to consider. A small task, really, best suited to someone unknown here. I'm quite sure that a membership of a thieves' guild would include several people capable of whatever you ask. Danger of being recognized seems a minor concern if one is not able to be seen at all. Why do you need me? Shrewd, very shrewd. I do indeed have many fine individuals of exceptional skill, but a large number of them are vacationing at the garrison this season. The guard have been exceptionally vigilant, what with the banditry on the roads, and to their credit they have captured several of my best people. I'm sure that in the history of guilds, we are the first to experience a shortage of thieves. Well, what is exactly you would have me do, and what would be my reward for this service? How well can you afford to pay? It is quite a bit of intrigue, actually. A local wizard by the name of Chandelar makes his home in the moored Halrun skyship. It would appear that he has the knowledge to reproduce these flying marvels, and is currently organizing the sale of the recipe to the Grand Duchess Lilia Jeneth. He has drawn up a set of rituals and has secured an artifact fragment and an ancient statuette vital to the spell that keeps the ships aloft. These he has divided amongst his daughters until the deal is to proceed. I have been contacted by a representative of the Hull Ruins. They have no wish to see scores of flying ships manufactured in every port. You are to infiltrate the place of exchange, steal the ingredients, and return here with them. Simple enough. You will be well paid. Enough gold to give you a backache, and, if I am well pleased, mayhaps a magical weapon or two. Perhaps a little more, perhaps a little less. It entirely depends upon your performance. Seems fairly straightforward bit of burglary, and well within my ability. I accept this challenge, and hope it increases my standing within the guild. As it should be. Now that you've agreed, the facilities of the guild are at your disposal. Feel free to make use of them, and make your presence known to the other members. You have my permission, so they'll be less likely to kill you on sight. As for your mission, you have a 10-day to complete it. Informants have told me that the Duchess intends to take possession of the components that 10th day, and the exchange will be hosted by Oberon and his estate. As I see it, you have several options. Directly persuade any of the parties involved to hand over the items, or burgle them out from under their noses. Good luck. So, we do have a time-dependent quest now. Fortunately, 10 days is an awful long time in Baldur's Gate when travel doesn't take any time at all.
Greetings, fellow rogues.
My name's Sam. I've heard quite a bit about your exploits. You've really caused the Iron Throne some trouble, haven't you? I'd likes to talks with a bunch of yous. What says you? Okay, what do you have to say? You're the mercs who've been tangling with the Iron Throne, aren't you? Burp. Well, I'm Hassan, and I've kept informed of most of your doings. Listen well to what I's got to tell you. You knows what? I hates the Iron Thrones. They took my store, my money, and my wife. They took my whole life, they did. Burp. Excuse me. Now all I've got is this damn horse piss. To think I used to works for those manure piles. Get on with it. What did you want to talk to us about? Well, I wanted to talk about the Iron Thrones. Ask me anything about it. Those manure eaters, and I'll tell you. I works for them. Remember? Okay, Sam. Who are the leaders of the Iron Throne? Leaders of the Iron Throne. Huh. There's the realtor Anshvesh. He's the big guy, said by the even bigger guys down in Sambia. This whole operation is his baby. He has two other guys, Brunos and Thaldorn. Brunos is a big, dumb, drunk half-orc. Damned half-breed should never hold his liquor. Thaldorn's a pansy. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. There's Saravok. He's the son of Realtor. He's a mean cuss. Is that enough for you guys, or do you want to know more? What are the Iron Throne's plans? The Throne's plans? They wants to make money, always money, more money. But I knows this. Their leaders, the three big uns, they're going to Candlekeep. Yes, they are. Burr. Something big, something huge gonna happens there. I'm tired now. I need to go down home and sleep. If you ever needs me, you can find me at the Elfstrong Tavern. Goodbye. Brr. Well, that was, in game terms, if you didn't already know, really quite helpful. No, don't want you going there. I want you all going there.
If you're sure that's what you want.
Okay,
What you want?
let's
This way.
grab a hold of Imoen. Yeah, the sprites at this don't hold out up too much, but they're not terrible. Some arrows, and in here.
This group shows promise.
Another
Exceptional.
potion. Now, who has those, if anyone? Nobody. Let's just hand that over to me, and I'll find a place for it. Right.
It's in the bag.
So,
we've wandered through there. In later episodes, we are going to be, once we've done all the time-dependent quests, I'm going to be burglarizing every single one of these houses because there are quests inside. So let's move on to the next one.
If you're sure that's what you want.
It is. Let's just see how much of this more gold we can find in random barrels. Surprising. Yeah, this is a much bigger play area here in Baldur's Gate than you find in Baldur's Gate 2 in or whatever it's called, the city, Katla, which in some ways is a great shame because it's you know, the sequel you'd expect to be bigger in terms of areas, but there's a lot more areas in Baldur's Gate 1. Commoners, 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 commoners everywhere. No, 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 you move here, you move here.
It's in the bag.
Really, you can't get to it? No, you can, and there was nothing in it. Oh well. Okay, here's the city wall, which we can't get past or around. We're on the docks. I think we might be all, if not very close to it. Yeah. At the very bottom of the map of the city. Ah, we're at the beginning of the docks, fair enough. Okay. Let's continue on our way. There is one other time-dependent quest around and about the area, which I'm not 100% certain. I normally leave it because it's a poison quest where your entire party gets poisoned, and if you don't do it in a certain time, the whole party wipes, and it's permanent game over. Blade and stars. Tempted to go in here.
If you're sure that's what you want.
You are a light entering darkness. You, a seeker of truths. You are more than you realize. The seer has spoken because the seer knows. The fear you harbour, the fear you shall yet become. In the lair of the basilisk you will find a Sven gem. You would do well to bring it to me. Now, do we have a Sven gem? I think we do. Yes. Specifically saved it for such a task. The Sven gem! Indeed then, you are more than you appear. Someday you must journey further through the muck and mire of this place, for it will tell you as much or more than all of fabled Candlekeep. Like yourself, this city is more than it appears. There are cities below cities, dreams beneath dreams. The past is lying buried beneath the crushing weight of the present. Go now, wanderer, for the time will come when you must walk through the darkness to find the light. So we lost an item but gained 1,000 experience. The rewards and the dangers now start ramping up quite rapidly. But we are still quite a distance away from leveling up, which annoys me. And these two just give a quest that I'm fairly certain doesn't exist, as I have tried it.
It's in the bag.
About finding a book in Candlekeep. Okay, let's travel to the docks.
It's in the bag.
There's a few things here.
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Kashiel.
Hi there, young'un. How be you this fine day? Come for a stroll about the docks, have ye? A better place for thinking there cannot be. Many's the time I've walked these rails and boards, and me cares just wash away, by gum. You lived your whole life here? Not yet. Oh, not yet, I says. You asked if I'd lived here all my life, and I says not yet. I can still make 'em laugh, by gum. That joke used to have the boys on deck rolling around like flounders flopping on the poop deck. Of course, they stopped laughing so much a few years back after they'd heard it for the 1,000th time. Come to think of it, you're not laughing all that much either. I'll just go stand over here a while.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But it could have been worse. I have most definitely heard worse in my time. And on that terrible jokes note, I will pause here for the day. We will continue around the docks next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. If not, don't worry. Thank you again, and goodbye.